My dear friend Margaret, sharp as a tack at 82, leaned over to me last week and whispered, "I found the fountain of youth, and it's right here in my grocery cart." Now, Margaret's no scientist, but she's onto something big. After 65, what we put on our plates isn't just about filling our stomachs. It's about adding years to our lives and life to our years. Today, I'm sharing the 7 foods that research shows can help us do exactly that. Let's start with something small but mighty, something I call brain berries. Food number 1. Wild blueberries, the memory boosters. These aren't your ordinary blueberries. Wild blueberries, the smaller, darker ones, contain 2 times the antioxidants of regular blueberries. Here's why that matters. As we age, our brain cells face something called oxidative stress. Think of it like rust forming on metal. These little berries act like tiny scrub brushes for your neurons. A study in the Annals of Neurology found seniors eating them regularly had cognitive decline delayed by up to 2.5 years. Now, I can hear some of you thinking, but they're expensive. Here's a trick: buy frozen wild blueberries year-round. My neighbor Roy mixes them into his oatmeal every morning. He's 76 and still does his own taxes without glasses. Try this. Blend half a cup with Greek yogurt and a teaspoon of honey for what I call anti-aging ice cream for breakfast. Food number 2. Fatty fish, the wrinkle erasers. When researchers studied centenarians in Japan's Okinawa region, where people live the longest, they found one food appearing constantly: fatty fish like salmon, mackerel, and sardines. The magic is in their omega-3s, which don't just help your heart, they literally protect your skin from the inside. These fats build your skin's oil barrier, keeping it hydrated and reducing those fine lines we all notice after 60. Now, if you hate fishy tastes, here's how my wife prepares it. Soak salmon in milk for 10 minutes before cooking. It removes that strong odor. Or try canned sardines on whole grain toast with lemon. Budget-friendly and packed with more calcium than a glass of milk. Food number 3. Extra virgin olive oil, the liquid gold. In Mediterranean villages where people regularly live past 100, they joke that olive oil is their Botox in a bottle. But science backs this up. The polyphenols in real extra virgin olive oil reduce inflammation linked to arthritis and even Alzheimer's. The key? Look for dark glass bottles with a harvest date, not just best buy. My trick: take 1 tablespoon daily with a squeeze of lemon. It's like oiling the hinges of your body's creaky doors. Fun story. 84-year-old Gina from our community garden swears her olive oil shot every morning cured her stiff fingers in 3 weeks. Whether it's the oil or the placebo effect, she's knitting sweaters for her great-grandkids again. Now, before we get to the next 4 life-changing foods, including one that works like nature's antidepressant, I want you to try something. Tomorrow at breakfast, look at your plate and ask, is this feeding my years or stealing them? Because after 65, every bite is a vote for the kind of future we want. Coming up, the purple root vegetable that acts like a natural blood pressure medication and why walnuts might be better than any pill your doctor could prescribe. Food number 4. Beets, nature's blood pressure medication. Now, I know what you're thinking. I hated beets as a kid. But hear me out. These ruby gems contain nitrates that relax blood vessels almost as effectively as some prescription medications. A study from London's Queen Mary University found drinking beetroot juice lowered blood pressure by 10 points in just 4 weeks. That's like your heart shedding 5 years of wear and tear. Here's how to make them delicious. Roast cubed beets with a drizzle of maple syrup until caramelized. Or try my stealth beet trick. Grate one raw into your morning oatmeal. You won't taste it, but your arteries will thank you. Pro tip: wear gloves unless you want pink fingertips for days. Food number 5. Walnuts, the brain-shaped brain saver. Isn't it funny how walnuts look like tiny brains? That's nature's way of hinting at their power. These contain a special form of vitamin E called gamma tocopherol that shields brain cells from degeneration. Research from the Journal of Nutrition shows seniors eating just 1/4 cup daily had cognitive test scores equivalent to people 3 years younger. Now I keep a jar of Senior Trail mix by my recliner: walnuts, dark chocolate chips, and dried tart cherries. But here's a warning: buy them in shells if you can. The 2 minutes of cracking keeps your hands strong. My 90-year-old Aunt Mildred cracks them one-handed while watching Wheel of Fortune. Food number 6. Kimchi fermented foods, the gut rejuvenators. This spicy Korean staple might seem exotic, but it's packed with probiotics that do something extraordinary. They reduce inflammaging, that low-grade inflammation that accelerates aging. A 2023 Canadian study found seniors eating fermented foods daily had biological markers 4 to 5 years younger than their actual age. If the spice scares you, try gentler options: homemade yogurt, easier than you think, just heat milk, add starter, and wait. Or even good old-fashioned dill pickles, the refrigerated kind with live cultures. Start with a tablespoon daily. Your gut flora will throw a welcome party. Now, I promised you a natural antidepressant earlier. And no, it's not dark chocolate, though that helps too. Our final food is so powerful, researchers call it nature's Prozac. But here's the catch: you've got to prepare it right, or you'll miss all the benefits. After the break, I'll reveal this mood-boosting miracle, plus share the exact meal plan my 94-year-old mother-in-law follows to stay spry enough to beat me at cribbage every Sunday. Food number 7. Chickpeas, nature's Prozac. These humble legumes contain nearly all the amino acids needed to produce serotonin, your brain's happiness chemical. A recent McGill University study found seniors eating legumes daily had depression rates 35% lower than those who didn't. But here's the secret: you need to soak them overnight to unlock their full benefits. Now, if cooking beans sounds daunting, try this. Soak 1 cup chickpeas with baking soda overnight, then roast with olive oil and rosemary for crunchy, happy snacks. Or blend them into hummus with extra garlic. It's my grandkids' favorite, though they've no idea it's an anti-aging powerhouse. The Longevity Meal Plan: simple swaps for real life. Margaret, our 82-year-old fountain of youth friend, gave me her weekly meal plan, and I've adapted it for Canadian winters. Monday breakfast: wild blueberry oatmeal with flax seeds. Wednesday lunch: salmon salad sandwich on rye with beet relish. Friday dinner: chickpea curry with fermented cabbage snacks, those walnut clusters we talked about. Notice what's happening. We're rotating through all 7 foods effortlessly. The key is prepping ingredients on Sundays. Just 30 minutes sets you up for success. I keep chopped beets and roasted chickpeas in my fridge at all times, like edible insurance. Your 7-day challenge. Starting tomorrow, I challenge you to add just 1 of these foods daily. Maybe Monday is blueberry day, Tuesday's almond day, and so on. Take a photo of each meal and share it in the comments. I'll feature my favorites next week. Remember my mother-in-law who beats me at cribbage? Her secret was never diet perfection, just consistently choosing these foods 80% of the time. That 20% wiggle room? That's for Tim Hortons birthday cake donuts, because joy matters too.